Leonard, thank you for that. Look at that. That's cool. That's real. He just copied it with his drawings. They're amazing. What am I doing here? Oh, you guys, this place is incredible. When I didn't even realize, I did, but not really. When I find, look at this two-toed footprint coming out of this crazy structure, this one. And at the bottom of it, look at it, it's all tied together, and there's a symmetrical X, look, made out of the branches on the side, and there's footprints coming out of it. You know, it's like they put me off. Like, I see it, I understand it, but I'm like, all right, I just leave. Like, it's like I'm under a trance half the time, and I don't know it, you know? I don't know. It's bizarre. But this is pretty cool. I was really happy with today. I found a bunch of footprints, mostly which will be in the next video. I couldn't put it all because this is 4K. I'm trying to get it with where the settings work.
I think I got this camera figured out. It'll be better in the woods. I'm shooting through a dirty windshield. I'm out of windshield wiper fluid. I have it, a new one. I just haven't put it in, so it's a little bit foggy. So I'm going up to do some private property Bigfoot with permission. So that'll be cool. I wanted to show you this road though. I know lately it seems like my videos are beginning in the car, but I don't know. I guess I get excited sometimes, and it blows some time going up. So, but with this should be in 4K. It's in 4K. It's whether YouTube gives a setting or not. So I'm hoping that's the case. You got to see what they've done here. They stopped once they realized that you got to see this Bigfoot world over here. The structures in there are out of control. And they cleared it all back, and now there's absolutely no trespassing or anything. And I've gotten these timestamps in there. Hey, let me show you here. Look at this. Right through the middle of, they cut the road right through the middle. Oh, look at that. It looks good in 4K. Yeah. And I have it set good, I think. And I can auto adjust, or I can manually adjust. So look at this. This is private property Bigfoot. It's incredible. It's so blatant too. It's not like it's an accident.
You guys, I found a bunch of footprints today. It was great. One footprint had 2 toes, and it was near the craziest structure. So kind of bear with the beginning.
I say private property. These houses are all like $4 or $5 million houses. Right there. These are active, brand new structures on the side of the road. This whole mountain was probably one of the coolest places.
I have to break this down into 2 videos, so be sure to watch the next one.
You know what? While I'm filming this clip, let's go up above and I'll shoot down into it real quick. This was not part of my plan. I just wanted to say hello real quick, and it's turning into where it's pretty cool here. Let me show you. So I believe before these houses came up here, I don't know how long they've been here. I'll say 50 years. It can't be more than that. I'm thinking a little bit less actually. All of this stuff went in after Vail because nobody, you know, this was great, but no one cared about up here until the ski mountain went in. You know, no one with, you know, millions of dollars anyway. And you can see where I am. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. You got to see this. It's an absolute mind blower. I'm not even calling this roadside. This is a giant Bigfoot world where homes were put in, and they've never left. It's crazy. You can see how they've posted. Like, why would you trespass in there? And they got a sign there. Right in front of it. You guys, look at this. Let's see if I can get any clearer. Oh. I'm gonna have to work with this autofocus. The autofocus doesn't want to work, so I'm gonna kind of set it manually, and hopefully that's okay. Bear with me. Well, it's good enough for now. Look at that. It's an incredible world in there. They don't care. I mean, they care that we did that, but they're not going to leave because of it, and they'll stay there as long as they can. And they're right in there. I mean, you guys got to see the timestamps I got on that zoom. I was facing the other way, but I was zooming right in there. I mean, they're just right here. You know, the amazing thing about the forest is no one really, you know, can see it. Like, there's no houses near it, or, you know, if you're driving by, I just don't think there's any threat there. Not, you know, minimally, and they don't leave. They are there. All of those structures are new, or brand new. It's a little blurry on that zoom. I'm trying to get that right. That's pretty good there, right? All right, so let's go up. We're going to some private property. It's going to be dark in there and eerie, and probably some snow. Check this out. The only road in the world that I know about that's been paved around a teepee. I have filmed this probably 5 times at least. But how can I not film it when I go around it? I'm going somewhere I've never been, but... Ooh, it's a deer right there. There's always a deer around their stuff, I swear. There's one doe. Hey, sweetie, how are you? I see a couple of new leaners in the back. That's good. I always look for, like, new stuff here. Oh, man, is there going to be too much snow. Look. I got to go into that stuff. Which is cool, though, because this is a great place for me to check for some more footprints. I'm telling you, they don't like it. It's bizarre. I'm convinced, some of it's a little bit about evidence and stuff, but, maybe that was originally their reasons for getting out of the snow right away, like us, but I think it's more than that. I think it's something, about it just doesn't work for them in the snow. Like, what they do and what they need in there, the snow ruins it, and I'm guessing, but I'm almost sure, because there's no other reason, really, and they go somewhere else, or they're just like us, and we don't want to sit in snow. Excuse me. Excuse me, wrong pipe. Well, we like sitting in snow, but it's going to be for a very short amount of time. You're not going to live in it. You're going to go to a place that looks like this. Nice house there. It's one of the smaller houses here. How cool is that to live there? So I am doing roadside because it's amazing. Let me show you some stuff on the way up. It never stops. They're all over this entire mountain, around these houses, around, just everywhere up here where there is nobody. There's no hunting. There's no anything. The people up here are so wealthy, they don't even know how to tie their own shoes practically. That's what these people are. I've talked to people up here. They're just the real wealthy people. Nothing against them, of course. Just that their lives are a little bit different, than ours. I'm not talking about if you got $1 million in the bank. I'm talking about these people have like $5 million homes. They have so much money, and those kind of people just typically don't wander off into the forest. They don't have time for that, and they don't. It's just a different type of people. All right, give me a sec. You can see why they love it up here. Look at that. I'd get more viewers if I just did videos like this. Look at the beautiful mountains, and then everyone in the world will click on it because it's within their thinking. Everyone wants to see beautiful. I'll click on it. Even when I do it, I still want to see other people's beautiful mountains. I love to see the nature. I've said this before in the videos, because I just look at the wood. I don't even listen to what they're saying. I just want to see what's happening in the woods. But if I start, the interesting part about where we were was that I was down on all the structures. Joel and Donna stayed back by the truck up in the road here, and there was 5 of them right there. They let me go look at their stuff, and they came up to be with Joel and Donna. I've never seen timestamps that close. I shouldn't say never, but hardly ever will you see one that close. That was amazing. They were right in front of him. It was incredible. He's got some kind of connection with them. Like Joel says, he never can see them with looking right at him, but in his peripherals he can see them. You got to see what's in here. Give me a second. This place is a little different to me. This is one of those eerie dogman-y places that I think is Sasquatch, because I've seen the pictures of them. Look at this. And they were all Bigfoots. And this is really close to people. Well, just like a house or two. And in a sense, we're really far out of here, because I know that all this new construction up here came, right through their Bigfoot worlds. And it's amazing in these types of places, because no one has access to these places, like legally. Look at this. Holy moly, look at this, you guys. I'm not even messing around. Thank God I came in here. I know, for this kind of thing, I'm happy. I don't need interactions for this. Watch this. First of all, look at that. Just mess with this focus a little bit. It should be good right around there. Look at this. Sorry about that. Look at this. This is amazing. You give me situations like this, I don't need structures. I'm happy with this. This is amazing. Look at the teepee thing behind it. You guys, look at this. How could they not be in here? Look at this. This is like a hole. The thing goes into like a teepee there. There's a leaning teepee type thing behind it. Look at that. Oh man, this is a really good area. I would swear Dogman type, you know, the others types right here. But I don't know, you know, I've seen these guys. These guys know me in here. I've been coming by here for 2 years now. 3 years maybe even? 2 years? I have no conception of what time since I've been doing this. I don't know what days. I do know what day it is, but I don't know what, in a sense, some days. I'm like, it's Friday? Oh my God. Where, you know, when you're at a job that you have to punch into, I think I work more hours than a regular job. I know I do, but I don't have to like punch a clock. So some days you don't, I'm like, it's Friday? You know, and I work on Sunday. I work every day. I don't have days off. I mean, I guess I do sort of, but not really. Look, if I'm finally not doing, like in the woods doing a video or Bigfoot, I have to be talking to people and answering questions and things like that. And it's also, you know, I have a bunch of people, tons of people who I'm always just kind of, you know, shooting it with, and people that go out and do this. Let's go see this situation. I think we got stuff under the snow here. If I could get a set of footprints in here, that would be amazing. Look at this. I'm really liking the way the camera looks. You guys, look how all this is dragged down into a pile. An incredible, look at that. None of this woods has ever been touched. We got to get in there. Look at this. Look at this thing. Can you see it? Like the other world type of look. There's this whole thing going on here. Neil, I said I was just borrowing this camera. I lied. I'm never, ever giving this camera back to you again. This thing is too good. Look at this. You want it? Come get it. I'm just trying to get Neil to get out here. Look. You guys, look, there's another one. Look at that. There's got a hole inside in there. I think I'm going to be here right here just for a minute or two, because that's a mind blower. In there. There's no doubt that's like where they'd be in the summer. Is there any in there now? I got to tell you, I got like goosey bump feelings in here. It doesn't feel like it's them. It feels like it's my excitement from this. But I don't know. Whoa. Is anybody over there? Did you hear that? A distinct wood noise just came out of there. I'm not kidding. There's no wind at all. What you guys doing? How do you sit in there and not make any snow tracks? You guys, look at that. Okay, so let's look at this first. I asked, there is disturbances down there. So let's go look at that in a second. Now's your time, guys, to go out, because I got to look at this first. Wow, I'm so excited about this, you guys. You know, it's snow. I want, or I feel like I need, you know, like some kind of excitement. Like I need to impress you guys all the time. That's what I feel like. And not all of you, you know, like I'm very comfortable with most of you, but you know, I don't want this to ever get boring. And as long as I'm seeing something like this, I'm good. I'm so good, you guys. Watch this. Look at this. You see that? This tree is so big, and it's pushed uphill. In the middle of all this, the biggest tree in the world is pushed uphill, and so is the one next to it. And this is a fairly steep hill here. It's like a 30% grade here. I got tracks. Deer? I can't tell what it is. It happened during snow. This is fascinating. Isn't that amazing how there's this thing you can't even see in there, you guys? This whole thing has an inside covered by snow. Some of it does. And then underneath as well. Look, underneath that whole tree, the whole tree is off the ground. A 5,000 pound, 10,000 pound tree off the ground. This camera's gonna be good for summertime timestamps and petroglyphs. I have 2 cameras now. I got a backup one. It doesn't compare to this thing, but it is 4K, and it's the same system as my other camera, but it doesn't have like the side cameras. It doesn't have an eyepiece. I got it for $300, but it's a $700 camera, and it's like brand new. It's virtually brand new, so there was no way I could replace the other one. And I don't use the side camera enough to justify it. It's a great feeling to have it there. This one doesn't have it either, so we need to find something that looks like that. That would be really cool. All right, let me get down. Let me cut this. I'm gonna get down here. All right, so look at that, right? This is amazing. Somewhere over there in those woods that way, there's some mind-blowing, like Sasquatch type, like, you know, the giant scale stuff that you can't deny. I have it in the video from when Joel was here. You guys, some of you have seen it. It's really, really impossible to deny that area over there is just, or this. This is such an inside. You guys, think about it. This was made in the middle of the forest. All of this was made by something. You guys in there? I cannot. Look at this. Look at even here. Like, see, like little sticks that were put in the way, like sideways. I can't really get in there. I have yellow pea right there. There's pea, little spots of pea everywhere. And then look at this. This is, to me, not part of their language. This is a little bit, but this is more a place to be, like a custom thing. Look at this. That's why I think it might be some other ones in here. You guys, look at this. This keeps going. Oh, what do I got moving? A bird? That stick was just that one right there. It's a bird. I can hear him. Look at this. And then this is behind it all. Try to get that zoom a little better. Oh, this was so worth it. I had second. Sorry, new camera. I keep hitting the button off by accident. It's in a different spot than my other one. You guys, look at this. Hold on. So far, I'm not seeing any kind of signs on the ground. Again, I have been seeing little holes that have been made, and there's like no footprints. It's bizarre. I can't help to think that some of them just go in these little holes. You know, some of them. I don't. You guys, look at this. There's pea everywhere around here. Because I'm not joking. Look at all the pea. There's pea everywhere. All the way in there. Look at that. There's pea. Look at this. You guys, that's something special. Let me start this over. You guys, look at the size of that. Look at these clumps. None of these trees go together, except with the exception of that one right there that has a double clump. The rest of it is all, it's all, even with that one, they've all been dragged over and put like that. You guys, this is so cool. I like that. A little footprint? Is that a little footprint? I don't know. That's super, super duper mind blower right here. Super duper mind blower. I'm excited. Look at the inside, you guys. It's been all mushed and crushed, and that's a home for somebody. This is, you know, or an office. What are you guys doing? You figured you'd make this really hard for the humans, right? In the wintertime? Mind blower. I've really worked my way down in here. I'm about a mile down now, down this hill, and there's no way except go. And then I'm gonna have to walk a mile back up the road because I'm gonna take a right here and keep going. I'm gonna be out here for a while today. I just want to look around. That is fascinating right there. You guys, look at that whole area right there, and then what's next to it. There's my bird. Oh, it's a real blue jay. There's a real jay in there, which I rarely ever see. Like a cardinal jay type, you know, he had the head going and everything. Look at that, right there. That's incredible. You know what? I'm kind of glad. You know, I can't be selfish. You know, for me, if they were here in the snow, I'd be like, look at the footprint. It would be so. The evidence would be so overwhelming with thousands of footprints here around these structures that it could get them in trouble. I mean, you guys don't really think deep enough of what the consequences are of worldwide guaranteed proof. And it's selfish of me to want that. I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're probably somewhere, they're probably so happy. I get these weird feelings that it's not. Look at that. Same thing. These weird feelings that it may not be a second home. They have you know, it's magical ways of going into the ground, or you know, whatever. It's just a possibility with some of them. You know, look at this. You know they did this. Okay, look at the bottom, drape at the top. It's so blatant, and that is one big bad boy. Again, it's off the ground. The whole big tree is off the ground, and then you got an underneath for little people. Yes, little people. Incredible. Don't tell me there's faces there. There can't be. Over now.